Hi, my name is Lauren Brascho. I teach 3rd grade inclusion at Coosa Valley Elementary School. This is my first book talk for EDR 653. The book that I have chosen to discuss with you today is called This is the Rope by Jacqueline Woodson. Jacqueline Woodson is a Newbery award-winning author. The illustrator of this text is James Ransom, who has previously won the Coretta Scott King Award, so both a great author and illustrator award winners. This book, This is the Rope, is, as we see, a story of the Great Migration, and the Great Migration was a period in time of American history when millions of African American families relocated from the South to the North, seeking better opportunities for their families. The family in this book relocates from South Carolina to Brooklyn, New York. It's also been said that the author of this text, Jacqueline Woodson, wrote this book slightly reminiscent of her own family heritage and experience in her own family with the Great Migration. She includes an author's note at the beginning of this text which discusses her own connection with the Great Migration, the period in history, and how it affected her own family. I always think it's great to read authors' notes whenever they're mentioned. She discusses how between 1968 and 1973 her family traveled back and forth between South Carolina and New York, and how many people relocated for better jobs, better treatment, better education, and better lives. My own class is discussing this book, This is the Rope, during our study this month of influential African Americans. It's a great text. First, we meet the first character in this text, and she finds the rope underneath a sweet-smelling pine, the author says. So the first way that the rope is used is as a jump rope. We continue on through this text to see that the rope is used as a piece of symbolism to represent the hope that this family had during their journey of adapting to change, but yet holding on to the past and embracing the future. So it's a big message translated through a simple household item just as a rope. The rope is used in many ways. It's used as a jump rope. It's used to tie down the luggage when they start their journey to Brooklyn. It's used as to hang up to dry flowers and to also dry the diapers when the next member in their family is born. And it's used for the mother to make friends, the grandmother, and now this character serves as the mother, to make new friends in her town of Brooklyn. And they really like jump roping. That's done a lot. The younger brother plays with the rope. The mother goes off to college, and it serves to tie down her luggage again. And then here it's displayed on the family piano, along with pictures, photos. So it's right here it becomes very meaningful to the family, and they look at it as just a symbol in their family and the journey that they've been through. Now here the mother has come back to live from college, and she has her own daughter who it's been said could serve as Woodson, the author of this text. And here they're playing jump rope again. And then they go to a family reunion, and this is the sign that the rope is holding up. And last, here we see all members of the family, 3 generations of family, and we have the grandmother, the mother, and now the daughter who could be Woodson symbolizing. And the grandmother takes back the original rope and gives her granddaughter a new one because the grandmother wishes to hold on to her memories of the sweet-smelling pine. So she's just remembering where she came from and how far she's come, the journey that her family has been through. I think this is a great text for kindergarten as a read aloud up to 3rd grade that could be used to do several things in the classroom. For instance, I introduced this book this last month during our study of influential African Americans, but I plan on using this text to introduce a family tree project that my class will be doing. There's 3 generations of family discussed in this text, and my students and I are going to be completing our own family tree projects, researching generations of their families, looking to see what they can take away from their family, the meaningful journeys that their families have been on. So I think it's a great way for students to make text-to-self connections. I originally introduced this book by placing a rope in a discovery box, and then I asked my students to look in the discovery box, see what that item would be, and then connect it to a text that we could possibly read and see what does that rope represent? How could it represent? Just to get them thinking and making predictions. Again, this is a great book. It's a simple read. Students wouldn't struggle with it in my 3rd grade classroom, but it's filled with meaningful things of symbolism, of hope, of a journey, of things that have happened in America, in American history, and how we can rise above that and continue to hold on to our family heritage. I think the author did a great job at discussing that. I'm looking forward to reading more about this author. She's a Newbery Award-winning author, and also the illustrator, James Ransom. I'm looking forward to seeing some more text that he's illustrated, because I feel that the illustrations in this text really added depth and meaning to the language and the dialogue that was discussed in this text. Again, this is Lauren Brascho for my book talk, first book talk. I really enjoyed it. For my class, EDR 653, I'm looking forward to doing the next one. Thanks a bunch.